Let's bake cookies in a car.
This recipe only takes 2 hours to make.
You have to try that out.
Start by adding butter, brown sugar,
1 tablespoon of milk,
flour, and a pinch of Osmo. Mix it together,
then add in however many chocolate chips you want.
fold them in, then place your cookie on a baking sheet and bake in the car for 2 hours.
It's 150 degrees outside, so let's see if that works. But before I test it, comment below if you think this will work. If this doesn't work, make sure to like and follow. No way that worked. This is how to make 3-ingredient low-calorie cheesy naan.
This recipe only takes 5 minutes to make. Let's grab a big bowl and add some flour, zero-fat Greek yogurt, and a pinch of Osmo salt. Mix this until it forms a dough and divide it into 4 portions. Then add low-fat mozzarella into the middle. Roll it out and cook on medium-high until golden brown.
If you want to see me make something, comment down below. Here's how you can make raspberry bubble tea.
Let's grab a bowl and add 1 tablespoon of tapioca starch, 1 tablespoon of dark brown sugar, and 1 tablespoon of any liquid you want. Then mix this up
And pop this into the microwave for about 1 minute.
It should look like this. Take pieces of your dough, roll them into balls, and coat with more tapioca starch. Then shake the excess off and boil for around 10 minutes. Add some ice, any juice you want, and your boba.
You have to try that out. Here's how you can make mozzarella donuts. Let's cook a whole chicken.
We'll start by grabbing our chicken and say goodbye to him for the last time. Now we blow his back out and remove his backbone. Now we mix some olive oil, a bunch of spices,
And some lime juice.
pour your marinade onto the chicken, and give it a nice relaxing massage. Finish with a bit of Osmo.
Now bake at 425 for around 50 minutes. You have to try that out. If you're trying to lose weight, this is the best low-calorie snack out there.
Start by grabbing some potatoes, peel off the skin, and cut it into small pieces like this. Now wash off all the starch.
And set this aside.
Now boil some water.
And cook this for 10 minutes.
And toast on medium-high for around 5 minutes. Then season it up with garlic powder, onion powder, pepper.
And a pinch of Osmo. Here's how to make cheese sticks. You have to try that out.
We'll start by grabbing our mozzarella and cut it into long strips. Now add flour, breadcrumbs, and a few eggs.
Season with Osmo.
Cover in flour, eggs, and breadcrumbs.
Now fry 350 until golden brown.
Carefully drop them in, and once golden brown, take them out.
Like and follow for more. Let's make the perfect crispy fried chicken.
We'll start by hunting our chicken, throw them into a bowl, and drown them in buttermilk. Season it up with garlic, onion powder,
Osmo salt.
and a bunch of pepper. Marinate this for 1 hour. Now add a bunch of freedom and cover in flour.
Once it reaches 325, it's ready to fry.
Now fry until golden brown.
It only takes 20 minutes to make. Here's how you can make a water dish.
This recipe only takes 5 minutes to make. Grab a bowl and add water, water solids, and dense water. Now we mix. Then chop some fresh Antarctic ice, add it to your water batter, mix it in, pour into any mold you want, and freeze for at least 10 years.
Let's make spaghetti. Comment below what I should make next. Here's how you can make a grimace shake.
Let's grab a blender and add blueberries, some raspberries,
A little ice cream.
and a cup of milk. Now we blend. Then pour into a cup and finish with some whipped cream.
Happy birthday, Grimace. Wait, nothing happened to Let's make salmon chicken nuggets.
Let's grab a salmon fillet and cube it into small pieces. It should look like this. Add to a bowl, cover with soy sauce,
And set this aside.
now add flour, breadcrumbs, and a couple eggs. Season with salt, pepper, paprika, and garlic powder. Cover in flour, eggs, and breadcrumbs.
Now fry at 350 until golden brown. Here's how you can make the perfect steak.
We'll start by grabbing our steak and score the steak for a perfect crust. Now season heavily with applewood smoked salt and a few cracks of pepper. Now grab some butter and massage it in. Grab a cast iron pan, turn the heat to high, and sear for 2 minutes on each side. After 2 minutes, it should look like this. Now cut it open for a perfect medium well.
And finish with some black Osmo salt. I will fight anybody who says this is overcooked. Let's make the perfect buns. Comment below what I should make next. Let's make the world's smallest burger.
I hope it's romantic all my life, surrounded by couples all the time. I guess I should take it as a sign. I'm feeling lonely. Oh, I wish I find a lover that could hold me. Now I'm crazy.
Follow Black Cats on IG.
So scared they go.
Let's make low-calorie chocolate ice cream.
I'm feeling lonely. Oh, I wish I find a lover that could hold me. Now I'm crying in my room. So scared
And top with some chocolate chips. Here's how you can make a water dessert.
This recipe only takes 5 minutes to make. Let's grab a bowl and add water, water cube, and some H2O zest. Now we mix it. Chop up some fresh Antarctic ice, add it to your water dough, then give it a good mix, and make sure to scrape down the side. Then pour into any mold you want and freeze for at least 10 weeks.
Osmo Salt just sent me this mystery gift. So let's see what's inside and how much it's worth.
First up, we got some coarse salt. Next up, we got some premium flaky salt. This one is black truffle. I didn't even know this is a thing. I'm really excited about this one. This one is an electric pepper grinder. Here we got an electric salt grinder, mixed peppercorn, applewood smoke. Finally, we got some black flaky salt.
Thank you so much to Osmo Salt for sending me all this stuff. Here's how you can upgrade instant ramen.
This recipe only takes 5 minutes to make. We'll start by boiling our noodles and set them aside. Now we mince some garlic, add it to our pan along with some chili flakes, a little ramen broth, soy sauce, the seasoning packet, hot sauce, and stir it up. Now add in your noodles, give it a mix, and top with the fried egg and some parsley.
This is a watermelon lemonade. That is very scrumptious. That is very scrumptious.
Here's how you can make Shrek's cookies.
This recipe only takes 30 minutes to make. Let's grab a big bowl and melt some butter.
And set this aside.
Now we mix some sugar and dark brown sugar.
Now we add our butter,
Then mix it up, crack in an egg, and mix again. Now sift in a cup of flour, baking soda,
half teaspoon cornstarch, and a pinch of Osmo.
give it a mix, add a few drops of food coloring, mix it in, and add chocolate chip and white chocolate
And
chip.
bake at 325 for around 20 minutes. This is the best chicken burger out there. Here's how to make the best chocolate chip cookies.
These cookies are one of the best cookies I've ever had.
You have to try this out.
Start by browning your butter,
And set this aside. Now we mix our sugar,
dark brown sugar, and our browned butter. Crack in 1 egg and 1 egg yolk. Now beat this until fluffy and set it aside.
Now we add our flour
Baking soda,
and a pinch of Osmo.
now sieve this into your batter and chop up a big bar of milk chocolate. Add this to your dough along with some dark chocolate chip and fold them
Now
in.
bake at 350 for around 12 minutes. Here's how to make the best pizza in just 30 minutes.
This pizza is one of the best pizzas I've ever had.
Comment below what I should make next. Here's how you can make guava tang hulu.
Let's grab a pan and add 1 cup sugar and 1 cup water.
Now bring to a boil and don't stir it.
Now cut up a guava, poke it with a skewer, and make an ice bath.
Once it reaches 300 Fahrenheit, it's ready to dip.
Now dip your guava into the sugar and into the water right after.
You have to try that out. Here's how you can make a halal Big Mac. That is insanely good.
For the sauce, mix mayo, ketchup, and relish. Now chop up some onions, some pickles, and lettuce. Now grab your meat, shape it into a circle, and throw it onto the pan. The order is bun, sauce, lettuce, onions, patty, bun, sauce, lettuce, onions, pickles, patty, more sauce, and bun.
Here's how you can make an aloo paratha. Here's how you can make ice cream.
This recipe only takes 5 minutes to make. Let's grab a pan and add extra watery water, hardened water cube, and some grated water. Let this reduce on medium heat. Then finally mince some fresh Martian ice. Add it to your ice cream mixture, pour it to any mold you want, and freeze for at least 4 weeks.
Here's how you can make a Krabby Patty.
First bun, then patty, followed by ketchup, mustard, pickles, extra onions, lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, and bun. In that order.
He was so ugly that everyone died.
Mr. Krabs is gonna kill me for this. Let's make the best burger in just 10 minutes.
Comment down below what I should cook next. To start off, let's toast our big buns in some olive oil. And let's make a burger sauce using ketchup, mayo, mustard, and relish. Then I like to add on my lettuce and no disgusting tomatoes. Now let's grab our big meat, shape it into a big juicy ball, shape it into a perfect patty, and season with Osmo salt and Osmo pepper. Then throw it onto a ripping hot pan, give it a flip, and I like to grate on some Parmesan to finish off. Now carefully add on your patty, along with a few pickles, some sliced onions, a little more sauce, and another bun to finish off.
Let's make cheese leather.
11 out of 10.
We have to try that out.
Let's grab a pan on low heat and melt a little butter. Then layer on 3 slices of freedom cheese and let it slowly melt down like this. Then scrape it down, give it a flip. This took me 30 minutes to make.
Comment below what I should make next.
CEO entrepreneur, born in 1964, Jeffrey Bezos. CEO entrepreneur, born in 1964, Jeffrey Bezos. Come on, Jeffrey.
This is Brazilian lemonade, and everything about it is just perfection.
We'll see about that.
Let's grab a cutting board and quarter a lime, toss it in a blender along with a cup of water,
Now we blend.
then strain it out, add it back to the blender along with a little condensed milk and a few ice cubes. Add some sugar if it's too bitter for you.
I'll give that a 7 out of 10. Here's how you can make H2O.
H2O is a very popular liquid on earth. Start by grabbing a pan and adding evaporated water, H2O solids, hardened H2O, and skim water. Now stir fry this until it reaches a watery consistency. Finish this off with some grated water and pour it into your favorite mug.
Here's how you can make water cupcake.
This recipe only takes 5 minutes to make.
And you know Saturdays are my cheat days.
Let's grab a big bowl and add heavy water and beat it until soft peaks. Then add sweetened water cubes, whisk them in, along with a stick of water butter and sweetened condensed water. Then pour into any mold you want and bake for at least 2 weeks.
Here's how you can make water burgers.
This recipe only takes 5 minutes to make. Let's grab a food processor and add liquid ice, solid water cubes, and dense water. Now we blend. Then mince some fresh Kashmiri ice. Add it to your burger mix along with water zest. Then pour into any mold you want and freeze for at least 10 years.
Here's how you can make water solids.
This recipe only requires 5 ingredients. In a large pan, let's add whole water, hardened water, and evaporated water. Let this reduce on low to medium heat. Then chop up some fresh Swiss ice, add it to your H2O mixture, along with some water Parmigiano, and stir until it reaches a watery consistency. Then pour into any mold you want and freeze for at least 4 hours.
Here's how you can make water pasta.
Disclaimer, this recipe is not authentic. Let's grab a cutting board and mince some fresh Antarctic ice. Then add this to a medium heat pan. Let it reduce. Then add in some heavy water, along with water basil and water parmesan. Now let this cook down. Finish with grated H2O and pour into your favorite plate.
Here's how you can make water cake.
This recipe only requires 5 ingredients. Let's grab a stand mixer and add whole water, sweetened water cubes, and water extract. Now we mix. Finish with some grated water and make sure to scrape down the sides because inflation is getting out of hand. Then pour into your favorite mold and freeze bake for at least 1 week.
Here's how you can make the Vile Crispy Smashed Potatoes.
This recipe only requires 3 ingredients. Let's grab a saucepan and add water, a few mini potatoes, and salt the water like the ocean. Then transfer to a baking tray, slice through them, and smash. Season with salt, pepper, and paprika.
Now pop this into the oven for 30 minutes.
Comment below what I should make next.
Do your egg whites taste like If yours do, then try this recipe out. You have to try this out.
Let's grab a small bowl and add 1/3 cup of egg whites, a lot of Cajun seasoning, give it a good mix. Now spray a pan with cooking oil, add in your mixture, and throw on some mozzarella. Then fold it up and garnish with some cilantro.
You don't have to worry about gross egg whites anymore because
like most of our rappers that signed to the streets, only dealers we took was a plea. Now we get money, Wally P, shout out my label, that's me. I own 100% of my cuts, bitch.
here's how you can make water kulfi.
Kulfi is a popular frozen dessert in India.
And you know Saturdays are my cheat days.
Let's grab a large pan and add 2% water, water solids, and unsweetened condensed water. Let this reduce on your lowest heat. Then finally mince some fresh Russian ice. Add it to your kulfi mixture, along with some pani masala, and stir until it reaches a watery consistency. Then pour it into your favorite IKEA mold and dry freeze for at least 2 months.
Here's how you can make water kulfi.
Kulfi is a popular frozen dessert in Pakistan.
Here's how you can make water pudding.
This recipe only takes 5 minutes to make. Let's grab a stand mixer and add water white, water cubes, and heavy water. Now we mix it. A touch of water to finish off, and a pinch of water sodium. Then pour into any mold you want and water bake for at least 3 weeks.
Here's how you can make bread corn dogs.
This recipe only takes 5 minutes to make. Let's grab a slice of bread and flatten it out. Then cut it into half. Add on your hot dogs, roll them up, stab them with a skewer, throw them onto a pan, and give it a flip.
Hit the follow button so I can reach 50,000 followers by the end of the year. Here's how you can make water cake.
This recipe only requires 5 ingredients. Let's grab a stand mixer and add heavy water, hardened H2O solids, and evaporated water. Now we mix. Finish with grated H2O and a touch of watery water. Scrape down the sides, pour into your favorite mold, and freeze bake for at least 2 weeks.
Here's how you can make water solids.
This recipe only takes 5 minutes to make. Go grab a large pan and let's add skim water, extra hardened water, and condensed water. Let this reduce on low heat. Then finally chop some fresh German ice. Add this to your watery concoction, along with some water parmesan, and stir until it reaches a watery consistency. Then pour it into your favorite mold and freeze for at least 1 week.
Peaches, peaches.
Let's make an Nutella milkshake. Start by adding some M&Ms to a blender, 4 scoops of ice cream, and a splash of milk. Then blend this all up and pour into a cup. Decorate the cup with some whipping cream and M&Ms. You have to try this out.
This ain't what you want.
Project X.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna.
I'll do it myself.
Let's see if that works.
Huh?
This definitely does not work. Hit the plus sign if you hate Bayashi. Here's how you can make water kulfi.
Kulfi is a popular frozen dessert in Pakistan. Let's make low-calorie butter chicken.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a ride. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life. Glitter in the sky, glitter in my eyes, shining just the way you like. If you're feeling like you need a little bit of company, you met me at the perfect time. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading.
Comment below what I should make next.
I've been seeing all of these people online acting like Prime is the best thing they ever put in their mouth, but is it actually good? So this is a 100% honest review. This straight up just smells like Mountain Dew.
That actually does taste pretty good.
It tastes like an uncarbonated Mountain Dew. I'll give it an 8.75 out of 10. Hit the plus sign if you want to see Andrew Tate fight KSI. Here's how you can make Prime at home.
Can somebody put this on KSI's Reddit? In a blender, let's add half cup of coconut water, half of a squeezed lemon, half of a squeezed lime, a pinch of salt, 1 spoon of sugar, a few ice cubes, 300 milliliters of sewage water. Now blend this all up and pour it back into your Prime bottle.
This tastes like Here's how you can make water kulfi.
Kulfi is a popular frozen dessert in Pakistan.
And you know Saturdays are my cheat days.
In a large pan, let's add whole water, water solids, and sweetened condensed water. Let this reduce on low to medium heat, then finally chop some fresh Antarctic ice. Add it to your kulfi mixture and stir until it reaches a watery consistency. Then pour into any mold you want and freeze for at least 8 hours.
Was cracking, it was never even enough. Did you ever want me? Was I ever good enough? But boys are lay up.
Let's try Prime. I've been seeing all of these people online acting like Prime is the best thing they ever put in their mouth. So this is a no BS review. This just smells like Mountain Dew. That actually does taste pretty good. It tastes like an uncarbonated Mountain Dew. I'll give it an 8.75 out of 10. Let's try Doritos. Lime. That just tastes like 7-Up. Yeah, that's just 7-Up with more sugar. I'll give it an 8.2 out of 10. Like and follow for part 2. Here's how to make a super soft chocolate chip cookie in the microwave. Start by adding melted butter, brown sugar, and granulated sugar and mix until combined. Add 1 egg yolk, mix it in, then fold in your flour along with your chocolate chips and pop it into the microwave for about 40 seconds. And that's it, super easy cookie cup. Today we're making 2-ingredient chocolate truffles and it's so easy to make, it only takes 5 minutes. Start by chopping up a 4-ounce bar of dark chocolate and keep this aside for right now. Now add 1/3 cup of heavy cream to a saucepan on low heat, 2 tablespoons of sugar, give it a good mix, and pour your hot cream over the chocolate. Mix this until it's melted and pop it into the freezer for about 30 minutes. Then take pieces of your dough, roll them into balls, coat them in more sprinkles, and that's it. Comment below what I should make next. Let's make an M&M mug cake. That is insanely good. Start by adding flour, sugar, cocoa powder, and baking powder to a mug and mix it together. Then add milk, vegetable oil, 1 tablespoon of M&M, mix it together, and pop it into the microwave for about 1 minute. Then pour on some melted chocolate and that's it. Share this video to a friend. This is how to make a high protein sandwich and it's so easy to make, it only takes 2 minutes. Watch till the end for the total grams of protein in the sandwich. Start by adding a whole can of tuna to a bowl, 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise, mix it together, then toast 2 slices of bread, tuna goes on, along with 2 pickles, a little bit of sriracha, and shut it up with another slice of bread.
This sandwich has 45 grams of protein and only 450 calories. Comment below what I should make next. This is how to make a 1-minute microwave cookie. That is the perfect snack for after school.
In a bowl, mix together 1 tablespoon of butter, 1 tablespoon of milk, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1/3 cup of flour. Now mix it all up,
Then add however many chocolate chips you want
and fold them in. Shape your cookie into a cookie,
and pop your cookie into the microwave for about 1 minute. Let this cool for 5 minutes so it can harden. Comment down below what I should make next. This is how to make chocolate truffles with just 2 ingredients. That is insanely good.
Add your condensed milk to a bowl and microwave it for 30 seconds. Sift in your cocoa powder, stir it in, and pop it into the freezer for about 30 minutes. Then take pieces of your chocolate, roll them into balls, coat them in more cocoa powder, and that's it.
Let's make a strawberry lassi. Lassi is a refreshing yogurt drink popular in India and Pakistan.
Chop up some fresh strawberries and add your strawberries to your blender, along with a few spoons of yogurt, a few ice cubes, a splash of dog milk, cane sugar, and a pinch of salt. Now blend this up, pour it into an ice cold cup, garnish it with the strawberry, and that's it.
Follow if you like this video. This is how to make chocolate truffles with just 2 ingredients. That is insanely good.
Add your condensed milk to a bowl and microwave it for 30 seconds. Sift in your cocoa powder, stir it in, and pop it into the freezer for about 30 minutes. Then take pieces of your chocolate, roll them into balls, coat them in more cocoa powder, and that's it.
Let's make a strawberry lassi. You have to try that out.
Chop up some fresh strawberries and add your strawberries to your blender, along with a few spoons of yogurt, a few ice cubes, a splash of dog milk, cane sugar, and a pinch of salt. Now blend this up, pour it into an ice cold cup, garnish it with the strawberry, and that's it.
Follow if you like this video. This is how to make bubble tea in the microwave with just 3 ingredients. That is insanely good.
Start by mixing brown sugar, coffee, and tapioca starch and microwave it for 1 minute. It should look like this. Take pieces of your dough, roll them into balls, and boil them for 10 minutes. Add them to a jar, along with some ice, a little bit of milk, and a shot of espresso.
Let's make strawberry tang hulu. That is insanely good.
Start by adding 1 cup of sugar and half cup of water.
Now bring this to a boil and don't stir it. Don't pick this thing up.
While it boils, make an ice bath. Skewer 2 strawberries.
You can find out if it's ready by dipping a stick in the sugar and into the ice bath. If it crunches, it's ready.
Then coat your strawberries in the sugar and put them in the ice bath right after. And that's it. Like and follow for more trash content.
This is how to make cheese sticks in a pan. That is the perfect snack for after school.
Start by cutting the crust off your bread and flatten it out. Now grate up some mozzarella and place it on top of the bread. Roll your bread up and paint it with melted butter. Cook these on a medium heat pan until they turn golden brown.
Comment below what I should make next. This 500 calorie quesadilla has 90 grams of protein and this is how to make it.
Heat your cubed up chicken breast with some Cajun seasoning.
Add in a little bit of olive oil.
And throw it onto a super hot pan.
In the meantime, mix together some low-fat Greek yogurt, sriracha, and honey. This stuff right here is straight protein.
Mix it together. Throw your favorite tortilla onto a pan.
On one half of the tortilla, layer on your chicken,
your yogurt sauce,
and finish with low-fat mozzarella.
Fold it up
and cook this until golden brown. You have to try that out.
Start by adding 1 cup of sugar and half cup of water.
Now bring this to a boil and don't stir it.
While it boils, make an ice bath. Skewer 2 strawberries.
You can find out if it's ready by dipping a stick in the sugar and into the ice bath. If it crunches, it's ready.
Then coat your strawberries in the sugar and put them in the ice bath right after.
This is how to make the perfect chicken in the air fryer.
Start by beating your meat until it's completely even. Then cut your meat into small strips and season it with chili powder, salt, pepper, and hot sauce. Rub all of your seasoning in.
Now let this marinate until you lose patience.
Preheat your oven to 400 and cook for 15 minutes.
Comment below what I should make next. This is how to make a haram sandwich.
Start by throwing your bacon onto a pan on low heat and cut up your tomato and lettuce.
Once your bacon gets nice and crispy, take it out of the pan.
Then toast some bread in the same pan.
Lettuce goes on.
Spread over some chipotle mayo along with your tomatoes. Bacon goes on and close it up with another slice of bread.
It's just chicken bacon. This is how to make edible chocolate chip cookie dough without getting salmon vanilla. That is way too good not to make. Start by adding 7 tablespoons of flour to a bowl and pop this into the microwave for about 1 minute. Then mix together 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of milk, 1 tablespoon of butter, and a pinch of salt. Comment below what I should make next.
Today we're making a 5-minute microwavable mug cake.
That is way too easy not to make.
Start by adding flour, sugar, cocoa powder, and baking powder and mix it together. Then add milk and oil, mix it together,
Pop this into the microwave for about 1 minute.
and finish with powdered sugar.
This is how to make super easy edible chocolate chip cookie dough, and it's so easy to make, it only takes 2 minutes. Start by adding 7 tablespoons of flour to a bowl and pop this into the microwave for about 1 minute. Then mix together 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of milk, 1 tablespoon of butter, and a pinch of salt. Comment below what I should make next. This is how to make a low-calorie, high-protein smoothie with 20 grams of protein. Start by throwing some raspberries into a blender,
Along with some strawberries, add a splash of water,
and 1 cup of low-fat Greek yogurt. This stuff is straight protein.
blend it up.
That is insanely good. Today we're making a 5-minute microwavable mug cake, and
So easy to make.
that is way too easy not to make.
Start by adding flour, sugar, cocoa powder, and baking powder and mix it together. Then add milk and oil, mix it together,
Pop this into the microwave for about 1 minute.
and finish with powdered sugar.
This is how to make chocolate peanut butter. That is insanely good.
Start by adding some peanut butter to a bowl, 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of sugar, mix it together, scoop your up, and spread it over a slice of toast.
Today I'm trying the world's largest strawberry.
Look at the size difference on this.
Let's try it. It pretty much tastes like any other strawberry. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. This is how to make bubble tea in the microwave, which is 3 ingredients. That is insanely good.
Start by mixing brown sugar, coffee, and tapioca starch and microwave it for 1 minute. It should look like this. Take pieces of your dough, roll them into balls, and boil them for 10 minutes. Add them to a jar, along with some ice, a little bit of milk, and a shot of espresso.
This is how to make a super easy chocolate cake with just 4 ingredients. That is insanely good. Start by mixing together 1 egg yolk, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and a half cup of iced coffee.
Whisk it together.
Now pop this into the microwave for about 1 minute. Then add in a half cup of dark chocolate. Mix it until the chocolate gets melted. Now pop this into the freezer for a few hours.
Top it with cocoa powder, and that's it.
This is how to make that tastes just like the real thing.
Start by adding some peanut butter to a bowl, 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of sugar, mix it together, scoop your up, and place it into a bag.
And pop this into the freezer for about 30 minutes.
Then cut the tip off and slowly squeeze it onto a plate.
This is how to make chocolate velvet tea in the microwave, which is 3 ingredients. That is insanely good.
Start by mixing brown sugar, coffee, and tapioca starch and microwave it for 1 minute. It should look like this. Take pieces of your dough, roll them into balls, and boil them for 10 minutes. Add them to a jar, along with some ice and chocolate milk.
This is how to make mango lassi. This drink is insanely good.
Start by cutting up a mango and score it into big chunks. Add your mango to a blender, along with a few spoons of yogurt, a splash of milk, 1 tablespoon of sugar, some salt, and pour it into a cup.
So come on, let's go. Let's go below zero and hide from the sun. I love you forever, but we'll have some fun. Yes, let's hit the North Pole and live happily. Please don't cry.
This is how to make that is insanely good.
Start by adding some blueberries to a blender, along with a few spoons of yogurt, a splash of milk, sugar, and salt, and pour it into a cup.
This is how to make that tastes just like the real thing.
Start by adding some peanut butter to a bowl, 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, mix it together, then add 1 tablespoon of sugar, scoop your up, and place it into a bag.
And pop this into the freezer for about 30 minutes.
Then cut the tip off and slowly squeeze it onto a plate.
Let's see if that works.